Wagwan family. Wagwan. We got trouble in the camp. Trouble in the camp. Trouble in the camp. Trouble in Florida. You know, about 3 weeks ago, this came in the news. And me never touch it. But me decide to say something about this. 25 people are charged right here in Florida behind fake nursing diploma scheme. There's a reason why I come out here, so cause I know down in Florida, so got a lot of my people down here from the island. And you know, you know, we are trying to survive and you come up here, you will try to cut the line. Me just want to tell you, say, do not get involved in anything like this. What I'm about to play for you today, I want you guys to go get your coffee, get some water. We're going to listen to the press conference of what happened right here in Florida, where you have people that get fake nursing diploma. And when I go on the comment section of this video right here, me playing, a lot of nurses in it, rampant. And some nurses I say, boy, how them have to work hard to get them diploma, how them cry when them do them nursing course. And to see people cut the line and, inside the hospital or medical facility, I mean, me don't know if I'm give injection, I mean, I know them other people. Go ahead and mark yourself present and like this video, people, and share this. Because there's a reason why I'm sharing this. I'm sharing this with you. So you could share this video with somebody else. Is that you might have a family member in the hospital, and are you sure the person who's injecting your family member or doing this and that that you sure them have the proper credential? Because nurses spend more time with the patients than the doctor. So we're gonna listen, we're gonna sit back. I don't know where you have a drink, but we gotta drink water. So I want you to listen this press conference and hear how it sound. Them issued over 7,600 fake nursing credentials. So it's countrywide. So them lock up people several states across this country. Nursing school right here in Florida. Nursing school right here, like accredited nursing school right here in Florida. Couple of them get shut down because $15,000 for a fake nursing license. That them a charge people. $15,000. So if you have $15,000, you want to be a nurse and you get job in hospitals. So the feds bust them, and people have gone to jail, and I think more are going. So I just do this video to give my people a heads up. They could stay away from this. Be careful what we're getting now. I mean, I do this so you not get in a trouble at them place. Do you hear me? I say, it's not Jamaica where you get the fake driver's license and not come out of it just so. At one point, I only take a one man to drop a hammer, and these people will follow through with their investigation. Let's listen to these people together. This video is fraudulent nursing license being sold right in Florida for $15,000 per head. Man sold 76,000 fake not driver's license. Lord Jesus, me think that. Boy. When me hear this, me say, boy, Jamaican people are normal, But me don't know who do it, people, so me not gonna judge my people. Me don't know who people. I swear to God. So, we can play this, all right? Because they did not talk about the nationality. At least not yet in what we're hearing. So we can listen it together in its entirety. The press conference. But as I play this, so we're not getting in no trouble and walk straight. Not true. Watch this. How much I love my people called Jamaicans.
Well, good morning. Thank you for being here today. As I, along with the representatives from our agency partners, announce the results of Operation Nightingale. It is a broad and coordinated law enforcement operation that, as its name might suggest, took aim at harmful fraud
Listen.
that affects public health in connection to one of the most cherished and trusted professions.
Can you hear?
That is nursing.
Can you hear people?
While healthcare professionals play an important role in our public health system, we therefore expect our healthcare professionals to be who they claim they are. Specifically, when we talk about a nurse's education and credentials, shortcut is not a word we want to use. When we take an injured son or daughter to a hospital emergency room, we don't expect, really cannot imagine,
Sound better?
that the licensed practical nurse or registered nurse treating our child
Sound good?
took a shortcut around educational and licensing requirements. When we entrust the life of an elderly parent to the staff of an assisted living or skilled nurse facility, the last thing we want to learn is that the nurses administering the medications, the ones charged with carrying out doctor's order, took shortcuts on their clinical training and used fake nursing diplomas to get their licenses and jobs. Unfortunately, thousands of people have taken these shortcuts. The prosecutor and agents here today have worked tirelessly to disrupt this fraudulent scheme. Today, I'm honored to announce that their hard work has paid off. In 3 recently unsealed indictments by a South Florida grand jury and 2 informations
Listen.
filed on my office's behalf by Assistant United States Attorney Christopher Clark, 25 individuals have been charged across multiple states with wire fraud crimes, including conspiracy, for their alleged participation in a scheme that involved the following. 1, that is selling fake nursing diplomas and transcripts to individuals who use those fake credentials to sit for state board examinations, obtain their nursing licenses, and ultimately get jobs at hospitals, skilled nursing facilities, and assisted living facilities. Arrests have been made in Florida, New York, New Jersey, and Texas, and search warrant has been executed in Delaware. So far, we have made 21 arrests, and there are 2 more individuals who are surrendering within the next 24 to 48 hours.
Wow.
Before I go on discussing how this fraud scheme generally worked, I would like to introduce representatives from the FBI Miami and the Department of Health and Human Services Office of Inspector General,
Serious business.
Miami. The 2 agencies whose phenomenal investigative skill and commitment yielded these results. From the 2 agencies, we have Chad Yarbrough, who is Acting Special Agent in Charge, FBI Miami. We truly appreciate the work that you've done in this. We also have Omar, where are you, Omar? Omar Perez Ibar, Special Agent in Charge, Health and Human Services, Office of Inspector General, Miami Field Office. Again, we appreciate all the work that you've done in this investigation. You will hear briefly from the special agents in charge shortly. Of course, I want to, introduce Chris Clark, whom I've worked with for many, many years, who is in charge of this investigation from the office.
This is serious, you know.
As you can imagine, an investigation of this magnitude required the contribution and collaboration of multiple law enforcement agencies. We therefore receive invaluable assistance from other agencies whose representatives also join us here today. It is my pleasure to also recognize Eric Weindorf, Acting Deputy Special Agent in Charge, Homeland Security Investigations, HSI, and Gregory Kitsos, Resident Agent in Charge.
People, you guys not hear me? Bev, see me say she not here. I'm watching for you, you know. Come out and come back in, Bev. Back out and come back in. Come off of YouTube and come back in. You hear? Or there's a little speaker down at the bottom with that X in it. One little speaker down at the bottom right on your screen. Make sure you press that X and the X is not there. You know what I'm saying? Check that out.
Department of Veterans Affairs, Office of Inspector General. and 2 representatives from the U.S. Postal Inspection Service, Miami Region, 1 A. Vargas, Acting Inspector in Charge, and David Arias, Acting Assistant Inspector in Charge. I want to briefly speak with you a little bit about the scheme itself.
Listen.
We obviously will make the charging documents available to you, but the indictments were unsealed last night. Let me give you a brief summary of what you will learn. The defendants who were charged in indictments and information generally fall into 2 categories. The first category, basically, the defendants include owners, operators, and employees of 3 formally approved and accredited South Florida nursing schools. The schools are Siena College in Broward County, Florida, Palm Beach Nursing School in Palm Beach County, and Sacred Heart Nursing School in Broward County. According to the charging documents, the defendants in the first category, that is the schools, they prepared and sold fake nursing school diplomas and transcripts to nursing candidates, knowing that the...
Hold on, Jamaica. I don't know. Well, I know we all know that sell fake driver's license. but anyway, continue to listen, yeah, man.
It would use those false documents to, 1, sit for nursing board examinations,
Back up a little bit.
secure nursing Department of Veterans Affairs, Office of Inspector General, and 2 representatives from the U.S. Postal Inspection Service, Miami Region, 1 A. Vargas, Acting Inspector in Charge, and David Arias, Acting Assistant Inspector in
That's why I bring it aside.
I want to briefly speak with you a little bit about the scheme itself.
People, let me know. We are come to come hustle.
We obviously
You might not
make
know.
the charging documents available to you, but the indictments were unsealed last night. Let me give you a brief summary of what you will learn.
I'm not going to see
The defendants who were charged in indictments and information generally fall into 2 categories. The first category, basically, the defendants include owners, operators, and employees of 3 formally approved and accredited South Florida nursing schools. The schools are Siena College in Broward County, Florida, Palm Beach Nursing School in Palm Beach County, and Sacred Heart Nursing School in Broward County. According to the charging documents, the defendants in the first category, that is the schools, they prepared and sold fake nursing school diplomas and transcripts to nursing candidates, knowing that the candidates would use those false documents to, 1, sit for nursing board examinations, secure nursing licenses, and 3, ultimately obtain nursing jobs in medical facilities, not only in Florida, but elsewhere across the country. Obviously, the schools weren't doing this for free, right?
How much?
On average, these defendants charged about $15,000 for a fake nursing degree diploma and school transcript. And the documents falsely represented that the candidates had completed all the hands-on clinical training and coursework required to become registered nurses or licensed nurse practitioners. The fact of the matter, though, is the nursing candidates had done no work for these diplomas. So think of first the schools, right, as the first category of co-conspirators. Now, you needed a different group of folks to actually bring folks to those schools. The second category of defendants, they include recruiters. Typically, the recruiters were associated with the nursing programs in other states who looked to one of these 3 nursing schools in Florida for the fake diplomas and transcripts. The recruiters described the fake documents to their students as a shortcut to getting those licenses and jobs. Those nursing candidates who agreed, they each paid about $15,000 for a fake diploma and transcripts. And obviously, they were able to avoid hundreds, if not thousands, of hours of clinical training. Think of it this way. In order for you to become a nurse when you go to school, there are a couple things you got to do, right? You have to take the coursework. Separate from the coursework, you have to do the clinical part, right? Where you spent countless hours actually getting that experience. These people didn't go through that. That part was completely skipped by getting the fake diplomas. In terms of the numbers, this was truly large scale. Over 7,600 fake nursing diplomas were sold by these Florida schools from about 2016 to 2022.
What amount is that?
At about $15,000 per diploma, we're looking around at $114 million paid for these documents. We estimate that about 30% of those 7,600 diplomas, 7,600 people who purchased these fraudulent diplomas, practiced nursing somewhere in the United States, perhaps currently. Not only is this a public safety issue, but it also tarnishes the reputation of nurses who actually did the hard clinical and coursework required to get licenses and jobs. And of course, it erodes the centuries-old trust we have built with our country's nurses.
Heads up, people.
The 3 Florida nursing schools involved in this scheme have been essentially shut down. And the FBI and HHS OIG agents have alerted nursing boards across the country about this fraud.
The FBI is on it, man. Seriously?
Right now, I want to turn over to the individuals who have actually been instrumental in this investigation.
This is serious.
Those are the individuals without whom we are not standing where we are today. Let me begin first with FBI Miami Acting Special Agent in Charge, Chad Yarbrough. Please.
My God. My God. $15,000 can't bring you up a trouble, you know?
Good afternoon. My name is Chad Yarbrough. I'm the Acting Special Agent in Charge here for the Miami FBI field office.
FBI.
This morning, arrest operations were initiated against 23 individuals charged with allegedly engaging in a scheme to sell false and fraudulent nursing degree diplomas and transcripts.
Wow, sorry.
As of the start of this press conference, 21 of the 23 have been safely taken into custody, with 2 arranging for self-surrender. In addition to the 3 arrests here in the Southern District of Florida, there were arrests made elsewhere in Florida, plus New Jersey, New York, and Texas. These arrests have been made without incident. Efforts are currently underway to locate the 2 individuals who will be self-surrendering. Healthcare fraud is nothing new to South Florida. We, unfortunately, lead the nation in healthcare case-related fraud that bleeds away billions from taxpayer dollars and its intended beneficiaries. The chief motivation for this type of crime is almost always greed, and that is no different in this case today. What is disturbing about the scheme is the possibility of harm coming to patients under the dubious care of one of these allegedly fraudulent nurses. The focus of our investigation has been on the individuals responsible for issuing these purportedly fraudulent documents, as seen in the arrest today. However, these allegedly fraudulent documents may have allowed nurses to serve in critical healthcare roles. Thus, we've provided the names to the National Council of State Boards of Nursing and state licensing boards in all 50 states, as the boards govern the approval of nursing licenses with their respective states. The state boards are responsible to take any action against the allegedly fraudulent nurses under their purview.
You did?
I want to thank all the law enforcement agencies who took part in this investigation with HHS and FBI. That includes Homeland Security Investigations and the U.S. Postal Inspection Service, as well as the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of Florida. Without their collaboration, this would not have been possible. Thank you.
So them left this,
Thank you very
the
much.
hospital, them where they are working
Let
in
me now
that state,
introduce
deal
you
with them,
to
76,000.
Omar Perez Ibar, who is the Special Agent in
$7,600.
Charge of HHS OIG.
Good afternoon. I am Omar Perez Ibar, the Special Agent in Charge of the Office of Inspector General for Health and Human Services. And today's announcement is the culmination of a deliberately measured investigation, aptly named Operation Nightingale, for it involved nursing schools in Florida selling fraudulent diplomas and transcripts across the country.
Across the country.
The deeply concerning allegations at the center of this investigation goes against the very tenets of the nursing profession. The alleged conduct by these individuals and those who received the fake documents is an affront to Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing standards, the namesake of the world's first nursing school, and for whom the Hippocratic Oath was modified and named the Nightingale Pledge. Now, upon completing their training, nurses pledge to, among other things, abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous, and do all that is in their power to maintain and elevate the standard of the profession. The individuals charged today facilitated countless individuals to sully that pledge. Naturally, investigating a scheme involving fake nursing diplomas and transcripts is at the heart of our agency's mission to protect the health and well-being of the American public, especially children and the elderly who benefit from HHS programs, including Medicare and Medicaid. It is true that in this case, we identified several types of healthcare facilities where some of the individuals with these fake documents may be providing services.
What?
I want to assure you now that to date, we have not learned of nor uncovered any evidence of patient harm stemming from these individuals potentially providing services to patients.
Not yet. That's
Now, that
7,600.
potential harm to patients is precisely why we've been working with the state licensing boards from the onset of this investigation, sharing as much as we can, as fast as we can, so that they can assess what actions to take to prevent these individuals from rendering care. We encourage anyone with any concerns to contact their state's licensing boards or their healthcare provider. Finally, I want to commend the women and men in the law enforcement agencies represented on this stage. While the work on this case is extremely challenging, your passion and dedication to safeguard the public was evident. And on behalf of Ms. Nightingale, I applaud your efforts to protect patients and the integrity of the honorable nursing profession.
Somebody but I got twip right now. Twip.
Hey, thanks, Special Agent Ivar.
Twip. I sent the 600 in people.
Again, I cannot thank you folks enough for all the work.
A lot
that
of
you've
people who's
done
a
on
nurse
this
now
investigation.
lose them job
Frankly,
right away.
Given the time spent it had taken to
Kind of
actually
feel-
get to where we are,
Credential.
was done quite efficiently. This is all I have. If folks have any questions, please.
See what the press have to ask.
You said that of the 30% that may have actually been practicing and that the nursing boards will deal with them. Any potential criminal liability for those nurses who are using these licensures and degrees and actually practicing medicine? Is there criminal liability for them?
You know, that's a very important question, right? Because when you think about it, these folks, there's always the argument of whether or not folks knew what they were getting into. But in these instances, most of us know that if you're going to be a nurse, there's going to be certain requirements, right? You're going to have to take classes. You're going to do the clinical course.
Oh, Jesus.
And at the very moment where you actually pay someone $15,000, right, there is very little doubt that you're doing something that is inappropriate, that is fraudulent.
They're going to jail.
For our purpose, though, is the most important thing for us was to make sure, to the extent we're talking about healthcare here, that we stop the bleeding, right? What have you learned when somebody gets a major injury? You stop the bleeding. And the bleeding here is to basically stop those schools from being able to actually put more fraudulent diplomas out, public sphere.
Well, people, Florida is known as the pill mill. Down here, Florida, the pill, the fake pill and the fake prescription, When I'm in California, I see all of them news and Florida, them bust a lot of fake doctors, we are give fake pill to people and all that type of stuff. Florida is known for that. So, people, we do that video, When I see it, I say, Lord God. Jesus. I say Florida, South Florida. Say enough of my people them there. So, what them say if, well, I don't know. So me I say, if you not come here and anything like them is offered to uno, more want to have a heads up so uno make the right choice. So I don't want a man say, boy, they never hear of this information. That's why I beg uno to share it, people. Why me say to share it? It's not for the likes, it's share for the knowledge, it's an education. So others are down here. I tell you, there's somebody I saw from yard probably get involved in it. Somebody, you know, because there's a lot of island people there, so can be island people from other places. More than likely, some feel some island people get involved in stuff like this. Not necessarily be Jamaicans, but island people live down as well. So you understand all the things there. Island people always look out for each other. Them even to them own detriment. Them always try to help out each other. Even to them own people are so still. We island people always try to help out somebody, like just help you out. No God, so my heart soft and me I come from poor. And when you come and tell me say I struggle, and me say I struggle and you have 5 picnic, me decide if it does help her because my heart does soft for them. People, that's what island people stay. Right across the board, every island. That's how we stay. We feel for people and even to our detriment, we try bringing a man even when we're not supposed to bring him in. But even if we don't think that way and that's not what they're doing, people. This video right here is to educate 7,600 fraudulent nursing school license have been issued across this country. And it seems as if Florida was the mill, was the farm, where we sending them, like people in other states was buying this stuff, my people. And let's hopefully none of my people don't not get involved in this. Because I know everything we fit in. You understand? We are no salt and we are no water. I know everything we fit in as people from yard. That's why I do that video, Broward County, all of them county run us up. Me come down as the most Jamaican me ever see since me come a foreign. And people are telling me, say, Carlos, you don't see nowhere else yet. If you go on, if you got what them tell me, say, if you go to Florida. He said, that's all like a Jamaica, man. People are telling me, say, Carlos, you don't see no Jamaican yet. Go one place, I forgot what the place down at Florida. Come in, people, I navigate myself around here. so people tell me say there's a place. What the place say Florida about for Jamaican there? People don't know. Comment section. Where the most Jamaicans at in Florida? Thank you. Forever blessed. If you don't get in a trouble or yard, don't get in trouble abroad. I love that. People, that's why I do this, because I know me people them, man. I know me people them. We just let the help out people who try to. Look here, man. I do this video so you can echo. In all this, everywhere you hear them, things are going away. In the heart of people, So, and guess what we do? We do nursing, enough of us. In-home care and all these things. So, they might do this from what? A while back. So imagine a man or a woman get one of them license here. You get paid, Some people probably gone to different states will pay more. Because people go to New York and California. We know nurses will do that. Traveling nurse, them go to New York and California, go make that money. A real Google money, and then come back. So imagine for the last 5, 7, 9, 10 years, you work as a nurse, I work hard through COVID, Work hard through COVID, Work hard through COVID. Jamaica Hill. Somebody said Jamaica Hill. And that's the Jamaican and the people. Because everywhere we go, we see Jamaican. So more often if there's any more Jamaican, more than what me I see when we drive down the street. Yes, sir. Because I'm there in California, I go for years and I see one Jamaican. I kid you not. When I'm there in California, people, I go for a very long time. I'm going to see one Jamaican. So I come down and so it's strange to me. Everywhere I go see Jamaican, everybody a pass in the stores, everywhere, yard people up and running now. The part about it, family, the medication and the injection. How? Like the doctor say, give this person 2 cc milligram. People may not know what I talk about, what a morphine. Don't quote the people. Me don't know me I talk about. The probably TV me watch and me hear cc and milligram. Me don't even know how to put it together. Suppose somebody a nurse and so understand what I say. If somebody doctor said, give Carlos X amount in that amount of number, that quantity of morphine or something like that. Yes, doctor. People, they don't get that training. So I wonder if, me no Lord Jesus, me don't want to think this way, man. Because some people think they can go on YouTube, go learn the job, you know. You know? Me say some people think they can go on YouTube, fake the goddamn resume and the application, fake everything, and you get the job in there, you go home upon YouTube and get ready for Monday morning. People, you know me I talk about somebody, you know. Somebody know me I talk about the YouTube there. Somebody fake it already enough to go to YouTube, go get the training. We have, so you already have on a resume. And I like me I tell man, you know, if you say nothing in the comment section still, but you know somebody fake their resume and go home and up on YouTube. And YouTube is a 10 years of job experience we put on the resume. Ah, Jesus. People me know how the job, the workforce go. That's why me come do that video, people. I was a shop steward at the job. Me know the thing go, me know the fake it and they make it. Me know the fake drug pee them. Me know all of that, people. Me know it work, the workforce. Some people always a try to, you know. But we are different breed. That's why I do that video, you know. Because when this happen, I know California and nowhere else. It's like in a place where there's immigrants, not far away. So me I say, if you're not in this, nobody start it. That's why I put it out there. Nobody start it. Somebody tell them right now, say, hey, me know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. Just nobody start it. And if I know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, I'll get in at them thing. You tell them, say, nobody start it. I just send them the video, yes, sir. So them can watch it for themselves. Nobody start it. You come up here, so you better go do something, go watch, go clean, do. You better go do that more than go do something wrong and get yourself in trouble. And that's all I'm telling you, because this is a federal charge, you know, man. There was some federal charge. Because in reality, when we go to the doctor, people, I would like to know, so the nurse who look after me didn't go to nursing school. Talk truth. Speak the truth, people. I know someone help you out, yes, son. You know, I'm just try to hustle from the island and you know, me not no credential, but me just try to poke you with the needle. Me don't even know what me do, what the vein them me can. Now when you go to some nurse, sometimes they can't find the vein and I juke you up. You never got a doctor tell me juke you up. We need to start check them nurses credential up here. Eh? People, if I got a doctor yet and the collect say, nurse I do some wrong thing. Nurse come in there do some wrong thing, brother. So you know, them thing me start check. Mood like to go to a doctor. And you have a fake nurse up in there. Very dangerous. What she gonna read? So she gonna come in there and do your checkup, right? Because when you go to the doctor, the nurse do the little, you know, this and like that, your blood pressure and your temperature and them stuff there. So she can't read the blood pressure. She don't know what she look on because she fake it. The thermometer on her tongue, she take it out, look on it. Can't read it unless you go up on YouTube, you know, and go learn that. Them I think a dangerous thing. Very dangerous thing. Imagine have the local youth, your son or your daughter, got doctor sick. I want to look at woman around there. She round there, I claim say she a nurse, and I do all type of little thing with the son or your daughter. And in real fact, they never got to 1 hour of training, while the real nurse a sweat our book to finish up schooling to come out. So let me see in the comment section under this article what the people must say. May I tell you that the nurses are pissed. Somebody say, as a licensed RN, I am outraged. As a senior citizen, I'm frightened. And as a human being, I'm disgusted. Thank you for your investigation. Wow. Someone else said, as a retired nurse who sweat and cried to graduate nursing school and pass boards, this crime cuts deep. Me say the nurse them mad. The nurse them mad. Because if the nurse them know there was an easier way out, they wouldn't have to go to school and cried to pass them course. Do you understand me, people? Wow. Me say people. Somebody say, I have a bachelor's ASCA registered nurse, and this makes me so mad and embarrassed at the same time that people are doing that. Someone else said, I spent endless hours studying to become a nurse. It's very sad to hear how people are putting people's lives in danger. People, let me say, this is very serious. And the 7,600 people who are fake nurses all over this country, where it seems as if these 3 medical schools in Florida is like a farm, cultivating all these fake nurses, sending them throughout this country. Imagine your fake nursing license earn you a house already, your car, you live in a certain lifestyle, you have a family, you're probably married and settled down. You probably live in a nice subdivision, beautiful, because of the power behind the pay from the nurse. What gonna happen to you when you get this a reporter say, how this go on? You must get the call already. They must contact you, because the feds them say all the names are given to the hospital them already. So the hospital them can't take anything measure they want to do, because they have these people up in there risking people's life. So think about what kind of charge them are faced with. And they did it for years. And they do this. I don't know if someone learned on the job, or they watch enough YouTube so they could have get nurse training. Family. Wow. Nobody wins, no matter how you look at it. This is heartbreaking. Nursing school is hard, but you cannot fake clinical skills. That's the part in the people, the hands-on skills. The hands-on skills how to do things. That's the part that is dangerous for them never get. YouTube not gonna give you everything. Being a nurse, we never been a nurse yet, but we can just imagine the hands-on how to become a good nurse. But because you have $15,000, you buy a fake credential, and now with $15,000, you have $1 million problems. So you bought yourself $15,000 worth of headache. It's a federal crime. Some people, like I said, probably drive them nice car. Some probably have them house, where they earn out of this, living somewhere nice. And this gonna happen. You're gonna lose your house, you're gonna lose your car, you're gonna make arrangement, because I know like some people is about to go to prison. Like the Fed said, there's no excuse, because the reporter asked him if these 7,600 people are gonna be held accountable. He said, you knew what you was getting into. You know, so you never take no test. You know, so you paid that $15,000. You know, so you never do no hands-on. You know that you lie on the documents to get the license. Every day you lie when you go to the hospital and sign the name on them documents. So you know everything we do is fraud. So that the authorities say, the Fed say, it's trouble. This is serious trouble, people. And you wonder what happened to your church sister or your church brother. She was a nurse or he was a nurse. Then you see them in a church. The one who used to drop the big offering up there. The nurse one man. Work many hours and go to California, New York and go work. Don't grudge people for nothing when them have your people. Stay their lane. If a buckler pick up a foreign or a plastic buckler or anything, do it. All a man can say, boy, I see Carlos at one gas station, I go through this, I go through the trash. All a man can say about that, boy, you know. Let them see you, I pick up cans and bottle of foreign. Listen to Carlos. Me never have to pick up cans and back there, thank Jesus. But me say, if that's what you have to do a foreign to make it, do it the right way. You better walk the right road, people, because the longer I have the law, I never place will catch up with you. And even for years down the road, and the consequence to bear is not nice, especially some of them nurse you. Probably put married now, give them life to the Lord, start going to church, driving a nice little car, coming from a nice home, have them kids. Kids don't know mama. All the kids know say mama a nurse, you know. All the kids here know say mama a nurse. That's all the kids know. You don't know not more. All of me say mama a nurse. Yeah, my mama a nurse, man. Yeah, my mama a nurse. She have a very good job and she travel. She go to California and she go to New York. She very rare she's here. Or my daddy. My people. Must I tell you, me just do this video for my people, my Jamaican people, who never hear this, who in this or a think we jump in it, who somebody tell you something, say the grass is green on the easier side and the other side, and it's easy to get in. People listen to Carlos, staying on the lane. A long time they are foreign. Nobody ever tell me to walk fast yet. No. Remember me telling you now. Big up Debbie Jervis. Manners and respect forever bless. Yeah. This is the USA, not Jamaica. Stay away from trouble. Thank you, forever bless. You know, big up yourself. Marjorie Marshall, Wagwan, Bev Smith. Big up yourself, Bev Smith. Fancy face, manners and respect. Jackie, Wagwan Jackie. Pilgrim, walk down there. Yeah, man. So, Michelle, good night. This is a great program and the beginning of many other things. Big up from Birmingham, UK. Manners and respect to everybody in the UK, you know. Go and stay warm for me over there. Manners and respect. Share them video because I want my Jamaica people to be educated and get the news, you know. No, like seriously. I want my Jamaica people to get the news, yeah. So this could be fake contractor license too. It could be fake any other license. People, you might go 30 years with a fake contractor license or 20 years, but it's when the feds drop in. When them drop in, people, remember Carlos I tell you, say, stay up on the straight and the narrow. You cannot lose. Me say you cannot lose. Sometimes you don't get no profit for the on the straight and the narrow. Sometimes no profit at all, you know. Zero profit and the profit very small, but stay on the straight and narrow. Don't watch them on the big profit over there, so. There is some profit. You stay not have trouble. Do you hear me say? That man over there is up on the pretty road paved with gold. In profit big. Whoa, how will you work, man? Boy, you don't want to know. You see it, people. Angela Gosling. People are going to come go Jamaica, them things, they go on. No, but when the difference is when stuff happen in a place, action taken. You know, you want Professor? No, man, you action taken. Just like you have bad police at Jamaica, you have bad police up too. But when they found out, action taken. Do you understand me? The difference between gunman and gunman here, so a yard and gunman here is because most of the time you hear people get dropped on road at them place and get dirt. People, them in a gang are drugs. Simple. Gang or drugs make you drop at them place fast. Stay from trouble and you live at them place long. Because nobody never kick your door knowing that you're in the house to come murder you. In Jamaica, they want to know so you're in the house. If you kick the door open, come and come damage everybody in there. 4 generations in one stamp. So the difference, family. But thief they everywhere, family. Every damn way people is sticky finger. And but this is an island people thing. I tell you right now. I'm not going to thing. Carlos, why you make Jamaica? No, listen to me. This year, stuff like this as it happen. Listen to the eras that it happened in her. And you make your judge yourself. Make your own judgment. Listen to the era when them busts happen, when this happen, when them concentrate. Large immigrant population. So there's us. I mean, that's how we are doing to people. But everything will come out to the fore. It's a large immigrant population. So whether we are doing it or not, my business is not to point fingers at nobody. My business is to come drop the story so somebody can hear. If you are head down the road there, come back. Come back, man. Come back. The road cut off and drop off. Hundreds of feet down there. Come back. Not down there, dead end down there, so come back. If this is the angle you pursue, come back here. That's why I'm doing this video. You know, there were LPNs before, and they went to these schools to college to challenge the RN program. Do they are not altogether novices? Well, that kind of fly over my head, sister, because she would not understand the medical field. She said there were LPNs before, and they went to this school to challenge the RN program. Oh, so they were living that LPN, right? Living nurse or something, like that, living side, right? Talk to me, people. I need education. So they try to be a registered nurse. They want to step up the game to get more money and work in hospitals. Okay. Mm. Wow. Licensed practice nurse. Oh, licensed practical nurse. Thank you, Debbie Jervis. So that's the LPN. Licensed practical nurse. So they want to step up from a licensed practical nurse to a RN, a registered nurse. Thank you, Debbie. They're not thinking of the consequences. Forever blessed. They are not thinking of the consequences when they are caught. Because they want to boast. Oh, I am a nurse. Well, go study then. Lord, sir, forever blessed. You drop it like it at the facts you chat. Not pretty up nothing. Yeah, man. Andrea Bernard. Andrea Bernard said, good evening, my people. I'm in class now, listen to our teacher. Man, don't make Andre Stevens vex with me. Una the teacher, I'm the student in the class. Yes, people. Rich said, can you hear me loud and clear? Manners and respect, people. Wow. Referral blessed. Why? My parents always tell me, don't grudge people for the way them live. Flashy lifestyle. You never know how they get there. People, these are some serious consequences. They must see them no slap on the wrist if you go in a hospital. Some dangerous situation. And they take money too. Money and that fast people. I work for different charge come with this, you know. All type of fraud. Left that to the feds. Them know the people, man. People, they will collect salary, you know. And some of these nurses probably working at the big C. Some of them probably dead in the big C with their fake license. Can't enough of them drop out in the big C, you know. Enough nurses drop out in the big C. Some might drop out in the big C with their fake license. I want them to get any benefit after them dead. So if you're dead, they have a fake license and you're dead on the job, your family can't get no benefit for you because they're not going to get the benefit, people. Listen to me. Let me tell you something. And this is to all immigrants. All immigrants, whether you're Jamaica, whatever. Heads up. When you start look them work with a fake this and a fake that, you get a job by fake means. When it's time for your pension plan and all of that, you're going to have problems. Do you hear, Carlos? All this fake stuff, you get all the money in the world. People, all these fake nurses, them couldn't collect a pension. No, they couldn't. Because it's easier for them to take your money. We know this man, people. We know this Jamaican man. Over here illegally. Fake social security number. Him work good job over the years in America. For years. Paying into everything for retirement. Everything you can think about. He was paying into it every week or every fortnight. And seriously, with his fake social security number. So even though his fake social security number was fake, him get the job. So I guess the job didn't, no red flag did, stand up when he might get the job with his fake documents. But you know what this man a problem, people? This man is up in age right now. And he's not healthy. He's retired. Remember, him have him solid job for years, And he stick with him job. Him cannot get no money, people. Him cannot get no pension. They might tell him say have to go back to Jamaica, him and his wife, and come back. You think The man make it, me no know. Him come up here illegal, you know. But he married up here. Me no know. Me no know why I'm not straighten up people. Me no know. Me no know. But my argument to you is, more you know, is that in paying to all these things. So more to tell you, say, Uncle Sam will take your money. They will take it. Bring it on. But when it's time for them, they will take it without doing the proper verify. But when it's time for you to get all this pension and stuff, people, Call, your name call us, come and look for your eye right now. Where your fingerprint there? Where blood type there? Maybe come closer, I'm gonna see you really good. When it's time for you to get benefits, them gonna do them proper dig up. Just like insurance claim, you know, there's not a problem when you're paying to it. Anybody can pay into it for you. But when it's time to get your claim, then that all I's and cross all T. So this is what happened to somebody I know from Jamaica who is right here in Florida, illegal. He's retired and he cannot get 1 penny. And he did work for it. In my opinion, he earned it. He come here never get in no trouble, even though he came here illegal. No trouble. He work, he pay into the system, he pay. No trouble him not getting in. So that alone, if I was Uncle Sam, we'd have given him a break. But the fact still remain, him break the law, coming up over here illegally. So them people in the Lego certain things in the family, even 100 years, you know, them still a hold that says, sir, you came here illegally. Yes, we understand you never been to jail here and you held on this one job for how many decades? The fact still remains, sir. You came here illegally. Now you have to go back to Jamaica. Start this process, wait in line. You and your wife. We don't think that is easy, people. The man retire. You go to Jamaica, never collect the pension. And you know Jamaica rugu and time. So this is just little knowledge that I and I know. I come to impart it and to you guys. So you guys pass this knowledge along. You dare share it. That just recently, 3 weeks ago, this story come out. At the first me I address it. 7,600 fake fraudulent nursing license been issued from 3 accredited. You hear the word? Accredited nursing school. People, you don't know what they're thinking of. People. Accredited nursing school. Guess what they do in the nursing school then? They're not going to suspension. You think of SSL this? You're allowed to operate. What they do to the 3 nursing school? They've shut them down. You think of SSL this? 3 of them shut down. To prevent any more fake nurses flying all over the US. Hold on. Some probably out of the country with it too, because if you get this credential, can't you go back to Jamaica and work? Come here, somebody. Come on. Come on. Question to people in the comment section. If you get your credential, can you America credential as a nurse go to Jamaica to work without going back to school? Like how you come from over to Jamaica, you have to go to school over here, so? I want to know. Is it like as a nurse in Jamaica, you come over here, you still have to go back to school to catch up to the US standard? Right? Nurses, that's how it go, right? But can you, with your nursing credential, go to Jamaica and decide, so I'm going to do some nursing out there? This is my credential, I went to this school in Florida. That's true. Some people can challenge the theory, but the practical, and that's something there, man. The theory, you know, you can run a quick one for the theory, but the practical though, the amount of things a nurse do in a hospital, you have to know to read this and read that and touch this and, you know, set the oxygen level. How you know what oxygen to give? You kill people. Now we go to the hospital, I see nurse, you know. Them people. The last time I got to hospital, my nephew was in hospital and at the ICU right here in Florida. I'm there with him day in, day out until night and then kick me out of the hospital. And the type of things when I say nurse come in, they come do. You cannot fake that. You cannot fake the stuff when I see nurse coming, they come do. The equipment and the machine back there, so I don't know. When the nurse go back, they go touch and what she do back there. And she come in and she have a clipboard and she take down her numbers and this and that and the ICU. Do you hear me? So imagine you fake it. Well, imagine if me fake and I want to license and go in there. What me I look at? Me say me have to go up on YouTube, man. Binge watch YouTube. If you know me, yes. Can I use the bathroom, please? I'm going to the restroom. After you have got an assignment for doing a book up on something you don't know how to do it. And you're with a fake self. You got on the bathroom all with your phone. On YouTube. How to turn up the oxygen. How to, you know, because people have to fake it. This is a joke, you know. No wonder some of our family members just jump out in them places so because you have some fake people. Oh, we lost her, sir. I'm sorry. Your mom is not here with us anymore. Ah, boy, I wish we could have checked everybody's license at the door. Somebody said, yes, you can go practice nursing in Jamaica with your U.S. proper credential. But Debbie, them are people that operate with this fake credential from long time. What if them there are Jamaica? You think the feds contact Jamaica where they might go if them there Jamaica? I'm just saying. You think the feds reach Jamaica? Them say them know them name, you know. So I'm thinking, you know, US like to protect themselves, you know. Fix up what they are US. So what if some fly down in Brazil, them live out of the country? Because if this people, let's listen, man. If this is a fake iguana, so this is a useful license for people in any country. We want to come America, come get America, a license from America, accredited nursing school. As long as you have $15,000, you can fly back anywhere in the world today and say, I went to America to study. And you're a big nurse in your country. And don't think for a minute they don't have place. I don't know about the doctor still, but you don't put on past teacher, the fraudulent doctor license. You don't put on past people. That might be another thing they look onto, the doctor then. Don't put on past humans. Right? Don't put on past humans. We make error. Okay? My goodness. They make the fake ones, Debbie. You go fake it till you make it. Not people fake it till they make it, people. Me know people do that. Fake it till they make it. I tell you. People couldn't do that, you know. Because I'm just afraid that day when they come knock on my door. If I drive down the road and I see a police in a rear view mirror and I don't even mind me no business. Me I worry, so whenever my fake license I come for today. People couldn't do that. Yeah, going back to Jamaica to practice as a nurse, you have to be cleared by the Jamaica Nursing Board as well as the Ministry of Health. How hard it is to get cleared? What them do to clear you? Check the school where you go to up here, sir. I don't know. How they do it? I want to know how the clearing go. You gotta check with the school. We'll give you the fake. Because 3 schools in there Florida do it, you know. Let me shut them down, right? So how do Jamaica verify? They're probably so glad to see me come down with the foreign twang. You know Jamaica still. Certain people, them trust them. Look on the man down there, we go down there and them hook him up with the faster kids them. You know, see the white man, we go down there and them got Downs River Fall and go up and all type of out in the youth them. Because I'm a foreign and we look a foreign accent. God Jamaica, everybody roll over on the ground for you. And a serious thing I tell, who never know the story of this white man who go to Jamaica and this father, whatever I want to name out there. And because they don't do no background check, the man file long so. They don't do no background check, but guess what them do? Have the man link up with the faster things in Jamaica, the faster thing in Jamaica, and have the kids go up on trip by himself. Major pedophile, no people. All pedo. All predator. Jamaica. So if Jamaica never do no background on that, people, do you think when you fly down from Jamaica, your nice smelling self and the perfume look good and you back them eyelashes 2 times and you look a foreign accent and you're looking good and fresh in your nice clothes with your clothes softener, your fabric softener, a puff, scent a puff to your clothes smell good. You know the foreign look and the foreign smell in the God Jamaica. You think when you sit across with desperate people and people think say, them do that, they go, oh, I don't believe her. Let's do thorough. You know what I say? I believe her. A foreigner man, you know, smell the perfume. Yeah, me smell the fabric softener. A foreigner. That one that smell, no, another one there by Jamaica. She have, and look a foreign accent. You back them eyelashes 2 times. You get that job. Right there, Jamaica. You don't have to be Jamaica alone, people. It could be worldwide. Okay? If this is the farm for issuing illegal nursing license, anywhere there in the world, you can't get the hookup in, they just want your money. I'm going to Florida. Just like when I go to Puerto Rico, the place, Dominican Republic, go get to the butt lift. Spend money for it. Go get to the implants. See where people fly come and say, come get them stuff and fly back home with it. Big nurse back home. Anyway, people, this video is to warn my people about the story we just dashed out there a while ago. Them boss 3 nursing school down here. What issue diploma and all them thing there. Thief nurse. Then people never get a day of practice yet. But the one who go to hospital come look for me. You youth them. Your mother, your grandmother. Spread the word. People, like I always say, I'm a student in your guys' class. I say, to me a student in a phone class, make sure, say, your comment makes sense in every sentence. Make sure your comments make sense in every sentence. Okay, so when I'm done, I go in the comment section, go get medication. Thank you so much, guys, for participating. Manners and respect. Talk to you guys later. Yeah, man, like up the life, people. Yeah, man, like up the life and make us spread the thing. We're not going to stop coming over and play lazy, you know. You think I may want to do the work? I go do all the research and I do all the work and come. I don't want to come down, look for me and pick on the finger and dig out in the nose hole. You know, I got to work. We're not going to do something on that. So we're not going to comment, we're not going to like, we're not going to subscribe, we're not going to share. We are do something on us, people. We are the patriots, people. We are the resistance. So instead of come pick out the mat out on the eye and book out on the nose and bite our fingernail and look for me, do something in the comment section too. Make us work as a team. I love you, even as they got the news. You know, so somebody probably have finger them nose right now and say, Carlos, Lord God, he must see me 3 phone. Lord God, I had all the phone. Somebody had got the nose right now. See them? You mean he see me 3 phone? Lord God, 24, Carlos, I talk about me, I dig up the nose. Big out my out the eye and I bite off the fingernail. Somebody did it right now. We are human beings. I bite my nails sometime. Bad practice, but you don't know, for me, I bite my nails sometimes. Sometimes it's sweet, it's just bite off a piece and just tear it off. You know, good people. Dirty habit. Anyway, and thank God my fingernail come like some people. Some people fingernail them, I'm going half a fingernail them off. Them bite off everything. When they look at them hand, I'm going half a, me don't know the finger quick, their head no bleed. Come go half a fingernail them have them eat it off. Anyway, people, love you guys. Talk to you later. Share this public service announcement. Respect out.